Today's video is meant to be a reminder to take control of what you can. We might not be able to control the weather, but we can certainly clean or organize our desk space or listening spaces so that we can concentrate on what really matters. Not the bag of Doritos still sitting there that you consumed in one sitting last night. I've had plans to finalize an office rebuild for over a year. The new desks are about 70% done, which sounds great, except they've been at that percentage for about a year. This summer I'm going to finish it, I think. My current desk setup is a temporary situation that turned semi-permanent, so I never really bothered to get things organized with it, and with the amount of gear I have moving in and out of this space through testing, it's really just a mess. I have either 5 coffee cups sitting here or 5 amps and DACs. Today I want to address it, take control of the situation with some office upgrades to improve my work experience, as well as my enjoyment factor of this space. The first item on my list was a little gift to myself. It was actually my birthday this month. Treat yourself, am I right? It's an Ember Coffee Mug. I wanted this for a number of reasons. For one, I really enjoy coffee. Sometimes it's the driving force to get me out of bed in the morning. For people like my wife, well, let's just say she becomes a more pleasant person after that first sip. Oh, hi honey. Another reason I wanted it was to reduce clutter. Like I mentioned earlier, I tend to end up piling up my coffee cups under my desk over the week. And yeah, I should just clean it up every day, but life gets in the way and it gets skipped. This Ember mug will keep me to one single mug I will use in this space and hopefully reduce some of that mess. Lastly, I like my coffee hot. I enjoy drinking out of a mug, but find myself reheating the coffee multiple times or just gulping it down quickly without really enjoying it so that the temp is more pleasant. The Ember has an app where I can control the temperature. It has a built-in battery and heating element that will heat the mug for 80 minutes off base or limitless while docked. But let's be honest, that cup of coffee isn't going to last anywhere near 80 minutes. This is the second iteration of the Ember mug. This one is supposed to have a much better coating to prevent any flaking, so we'll see how it holds up over time. I've been using it for a few days now, and here are my thoughts. The coffee mug feels and looks nice. It has a little bit of extra weight to it with the battery. It heats my coffee to nearly a perfect temperature. The only con so far is really the app. I had a couple incidences of it not connecting properly. Still very much a buy for me though. When I talked about my mugs and audio gear taking over my desk space, I really felt like it was almost a lack of control on the area. Cleaning up your space, removing the clutter, in some ways is like taking control over your environment. Having this control over our spaces is incredibly comforting, even if it's on a subconscious level. Some feel that as humans, we are actually drawn to decluttered spaces as an evolutionary need. Clean spaces are easier to scan, and assuming we are safely within them, we may feel more relaxed and at peace. Upgrade number 2, the BenQ e-reading desk lamp. Now that I have all those dishes cleared out of here, I might as well light up the space. I didn't really want to light it up before so that I could better see 10 USB cords and a bowl of oatmeal. So what I have here is a LED desk lamp on a flexible arm that just simply mounts to the side of my desk via this clamp. It's highly flexible and can really move wherever you need it. You can also adjust the color temperature. Actually 13 different color temps ranging between 2700 to 5700K, along with 23 brightness levels. I generally have it on in the mornings. It's usually still dark out, so I just simply put the lamp into auto dimming mode and let the lamp automatically detect the ambient brightness for my space. It's pretty slick, really. I use this lamp in a couple of different ways too. Sometimes I like to light up behind my monitor as more of a backlight. I feel like it actually reduces the eye strain in the early mornings. And when I want to light up the front, I simply just lift and shift. It goes right over the top of my monitor. It carries a little premium over some of the other options out there, but the light output quality and the light construction itself sets it apart from many of the budget options. Rating this one, the pros are the build quality and the looks. It's well built, it feels solid, and the look matches my design preferences. The light quality is really good, and there's a ton of customizations there as well. An interesting feature about this one is they offer 3 different mounting options. A desk clamp, a standard base, and an extension to make this into a full-size floor lamp. The only con I can really come up with is the premium this one carries over some of the competition. It's more of a splurge item, but it really offers enough to justify it. I have 3 quick asks. Number 1, please consider liking the video. Number 2, please consider subscribing to the channel. It means the world to me. And finally, ask number 3, And this is the most important one. Comment below on something that has been a game changer for your space. It could be an organization tool, a special light, who knows, maybe it's a special nail clipper. You do you, friends. There was a study in 2010 from the University of California that revealed people who described their homes as being cluttered or filled with unfinished projects were more likely to be depressed and fatigued, rather than the people who associated their organized and clean living spaces as being restful and restorative. They even found people who lived in cluttered environments had higher levels of the stress marker cortisol. Okay, on to upgrade number 3, the KGUS or KGUS mini audio rack. This one is another that isn't necessary, but it certainly leaves you with a cleaner look for your gear. And who doesn't like a little mini audio rack on their desk? The shelves are acrylic and leave you enough space for most items. One of the only things I would watch for on this one is the depth. It's 6.5 inches deep, so just make sure your gear isn't too long. Almost all of my pieces fit without any issues though. If you get this, make sure you peel away the protective sheet on both sides of the acrylic. If you read some of the comments people make on this one, they note that the finish is very dull. That's just the sheet that needs to be peeled off. For whatever reason, it's actually a little bit of a pain to remove, but it does come off. Breaking this one down, I like it, but it could be a little bigger, wider, and longer. Another reason to go about this decluttering journey today is to embrace some of the minimalistic ways of thinking. Do I really need 5 pens and 3 notebooks on my desk? Do I need all of this audio gear? Yes, let's not get crazy. What I want you to focus on today is all the nonsense items. Every item you get rid of is one less thing that you need to find a place for. The fewer items you have cluttering your space, the less time and energy you need to devote to cleaning, organize, and maintaining it. Keep the items you really want or need, and of course, if it means something to you, keep it around. Okay, upgrade number 4. Let's talk about cable management. I know a lot of you will struggle with this one, and I'm as guilty as anyone. I want to keep it real simple today, and just use the quick, effective, heavy hitter items that will clean up things quick without spending a ton of money. First, let's look at an under-desk cable tray. The one I linked below can almost be installed on any desk and provides a ton of space between the 2 provided trays. You pair this one with one of these sub $20 cable management organizer kits that come with a wide variety of accessories, and you really should be set. I myself bought an extra 50 pack of these reusable Velcro cable ties because they're great for a quick cleanup, and I can easily use them in other areas of my house for some of my other audio setups. My suggestion to you here is realize that this is never going to be perfect. Just try to bring things together and especially keep the clutter off the floor. Zip ties will likely be your heavy hitter for organizing. They're not reusable like the Velcro straps, but they're more versatile and provide a better hold. I'll link all the products that I use below. Okay, upgrade number 5. Now that you have all your cables cleaned up, the last thing you need is 20 feet of headphone cords running, well, everywhere. Just get a simple headphone hanger. It can mount anywhere on your desk and fold up flat when you're not using it. The one I purchased is linked below and has a rubber pad on it to protect your headphones. And it cost me less than $16. Plus it holds 2 pairs. I have no idea why I didn't pick one of these up sooner. Nothing really to rate on this one. The price is right and it does exactly as it's intended. I would definitely buy this one again. Okay, on to the last upgrade, upgrade number 6. And for this one, we're going to upgrade your phone experience. I don't always like to hold my phone up to my ear when I'm getting a call on my cell, but the speakerphone really sounds like garbage. So, enter the BenQ Trevolo desktop speaker. It uses their voice engine technology to enhance the sound of the human voice, which I think is something along the lines of a specific EQ tailored to clear vocals, but has the ability to dynamically shift for different voices, which will assist to clarify some of the frequency differences in male and female vocals. That was kind of a lot there, but to keep things simple, it sounds really clear to be honest. It also includes an ECM mic with a parabolic design receptor with echo cancellation and a filter for ambient sounds, which can be key if you're taking a conference call and you don't want the world to hear your kids arguing about who has more jelly beans. BenQ markets it as a multi-use device with its 3 sound modes: learning, video conference, and entertainment. The video learning mode is centered on the profile for best vocal clarity. Live learning mode, which I also use for my speakerphone, brings in the wide angle mic. And then there's music mode, which provides a much more musical EQ and turns off the mic. If you think you will use these as a primary speaker system for your computer, you could consider getting a pair. They can be linked together inside the app. One other use case I would like to mention with these is to just throw this in your bag when you travel. It really doesn't take up much space and can easily pair with your tablet or your laptop if you plan to watch any movies or catch up with the latest on YouTube. Outside of that, expect around 12 hours of continuous playback. So that's it. I hope this reaches you and you take a bit of time to organize your space, be it at your desk or even your primary listening location. Even if these particular products aren't for you, take some time to think about what you could remove or add to better your space, or make yourself more productive. A side note of all of this is my desk is cleaner, so I can fit more amps, right? Please take a moment to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It makes a world of difference to my channel and helps me reach others so I can continue to grow and get in more products to review. Have a good one. Take care. Oh, and remember, comment on a product that you've added to your desk that you can't live without. Maybe, well, you can live without it, but something you want others to know about as well. Take care. See ya.